Hey everybody, this is John. Welcome to the free video. So let's dive in and just take a look at what is going on in the markets here. And it's interesting coming into today because I came in today pretty light on Monday, and I've been the last week and a half been mostly out. We've had to kind of get some stuff to take care of with my oldest son, and mostly looking at trading from waiting rooms and things like that too. So mostly just been focusing on like Tesla. That's been a fun one to trade. So came into today a little light, not much going on. Tesla had, if we look at Tesla real quick, that kind of went up and hit extended targets here in terms of extensions and things like that. So it's like, all right, now what do we do? And coming into today, it was like, at first I was a little bummed because we gapped up and just kept on going. And when you gap up and keep up on going, you're either positioned or you're not. So if you're not positioned for it, you just gotta wait for a setup. So got into the trading room, and we did get some sell signals right when I got into the room, and so we took advantage of those on Tesla, sold some call credit spreads, and then also in terms of the markets, started to roll over. It's like, okay, fantastic. Well, what happens tomorrow at this point is really what the key question is. And so here's my plan for tomorrow if we come back here to the spiders. So for the spiders, the big problem here that bulls have is they have not been able to change anything here since we broke the 21 period moving average here about 2 weeks ago. Okay, once this happens, by default, I tend to start looking on the short side, unless and until we either if we get a close above the 21 period moving average, that's great, but we still need to close above the current channel. And you can see that today we blew through that channel, ran stops, but ultimately closed back below it. So this channel is still valid. Okay, and a lot of times people ask that. It's like, hey, when it blows through the channel like that, and then comes back through, do you redraw it? I don't. So that's just kind of this is more of a phenomena that we've seen with high frequency trading, is that, okay, let's run these stops and then we'll bring it back in. So suddenly this market is, right back in bear mode. And this is the S&Ps. It's not the same with the Qs. So from a trading perspective, the best thing that could happen tomorrow, and I'll detail this more in the premium video, but is that, on the spiders, if we can kind of gap up into this zone, then I would be selling some call credit spreads in, SPX, SPY, different things like that. So we'll be looking at their, I'll talk the premium video. I'll talk about some levels for Tesla and for Amazon and things like that too. But that's just, we want to kind of keep in mind that it's like, all right, so nothing's really changed in the spiders, even though there's that big move. Now, the Qs are different. They're actually still bullish. Of course, that's a pretty nasty reversal, but we're still up above the 21. So it's going to be interesting, and we haven't had a solid close below the 21 period moving average on the Qs. We had this, okay, and we quickly reversed. And by a solid close, I mean it's like you get a close, and the next day you get a lower close, and that's like boom. That's a confirmed move below the 21, and that's not something that we've seen here in the Qs. And the question is this something that's about to happen? If it does, then the markets could get pretty nasty pretty quick. So at this point, it's a little bit of hurry up and wait. Again, the best thing that could happen is we get a gap up in the morning. We take advantage of that. We sell some call credit spreads. We get a gap fill. We cover them, and then wait for the next setup. All right. So I'll be in the trading room tomorrow in the morning, just kind of texting out anything I'm doing, and then in the afternoon I'll be on the mic and see you guys in there. Have a good night and good trading.